the fatal incidents aboard Singaporean planes. According to experts, initial reports indicate that Singaporean aircraft encountered the most dangerous type of air turbulence. 1 fatality, 30 injured, and 71 hospitalized mark significant casualties when the Singaporean plane encountered extreme turbulence in over a minute. The deceased, a 73-year-old British passenger, suffered a heart attack during the turbulent episode. The Boeing 777-300ER with registration number SQ321 operated by Singapore Airlines met with an accident on May 21 while en route from the UK to Singapore. There were a total of 229 individuals on board, including 211 passengers and 18 crew members at the time of the incident. According to Singapore Airlines, Flight SQ321 encountered severe turbulence unexpectedly, at an altitude above 11,000 meters while flying over the Irrawaddy Basin in Myanmar. Initial data analysis from the flight tracking service Flightradar 24 indicates that the aircraft experienced over 1 minute of extreme turbulence. Finally, the pilot declared a medical emergency and diverted the aircraft for an emergency landing at Suvarnabhumi International Airport in the Thai capital, Bangkok. The passenger's shocking account. 30-year-old Tiandra Tukunan, a resident of Melbourne, Australia, undergoing treatment at Samitave Srinacharan Hospital in Thailand, recounted her harrowing experience. Tukunan stated that she was abruptly awakened from her sleep when she was jolted awake by being thrown upwards into the aircraft ceiling and then crashing down onto the floor. I didn't have time to fasten my seatbelt. Almost instantly, I was thrown upwards, the 30-year-old passenger said. Everything happened so quickly, in just a few seconds, leaving me in shock. Everyone was in a panic. Passenger Jafran Azmir, 28, from Malaysia, told Reuters that he had mentally prepared for the worst as the plane began to tilt and shake violently. The sudden drop of the aircraft caused everyone who hadn't fastened their seatbelts to be thrown upwards into the aircraft ceiling, Azmir recounted. Some were hit on the head quite hard, denting the overhead luggage compartments. Others were struck in areas with lights, causing masks to dislodge everything. The crew and those inside the lavatories were the most severely injured. We found people lying on the floor and unable to get up. Many suffered injuries to their heads and spines, the 28-year-old passenger added. Andrew Davies, a British passenger aboard the Singaporean plane involved in the incident, stated, "The plane suddenly dropped, and there was almost no warning about it. In a matter of seconds, the aircraft suddenly descended. There were screams of panic and loud crashing noises," Davies shared, adding that he assisted a female passenger with painful head injuries. The footage inside the Singaporean aircraft revealed the extent of the damage following the incident. The entire ceiling of the galley area was destroyed, with numerous broken pieces scattered. Utensils, bottles, and debris littered the aisles. Bloodstains were visible on the aircraft ceiling and overhead stowage compartments. Many injured passengers sat waiting to be evacuated from the aircraft, with several oxygen masks dangling loosely in the passenger cabin. The most dangerous type of turbulence. Air turbulence in aviation refers to irregular fluctuations in air that aircraft encounter during flight. Tim Atkinson, an aviation consultant and former air accident investigator, told the BBC that both small and large aircraft are susceptible to the effects of air turbulence, which can lead to casualties. Larger aircraft can magnify the impact of turbulence, making it potentially very serious. Atkinson noted that most turbulence occurs within clouds and is often mild, but it can become more severe in large thunderstorm clouds, posing greater risks. Sarah Nelson, president of the Association of Flight Attendants, based in the U.S., stated, "Initial reports indicate that the Singapore Airlines aircraft encountered the most dangerous type of turbulence, known as clear air turbulence, CAT, typically found at altitudes of 11,000 meters to 18,000 meters. This type of turbulence is dangerous because it's invisible and not easily detectable even with current technology, Nelson said. 1 second, you're on a smooth flight. The next second, passengers without seatbelts, flight attendants, and items will be thrown into the air if encountering this type of turbulence. Aviation consultant Atkinson also believes that the Singapore Airlines aircraft encountered cat turbulence. He warns that turbulence incidents are becoming more common and severe due to climate change. For a long time, scientists have warned that climate change could increase cat, a phenomenon that even radar cannot detect. A 2020 study showed that the occurrence of cat turbulence annually increased by an average of 17% during the period from 1979 to 2020. The most severe years saw a 50% increase. Captain Shem Malmquist, a pilot and instructor at the Florida Institute of Technology, USA, proposed an alternative hypothesis regarding the case of the Singaporean plane incident on May 21. I have extensive experience flying the Boeing 777 over the Bay of Bengal, the area where the Singaporean plane incident occurred, Malmquist said. I have extensive experience flying the Boeing 777 over the Bay of Bengal, the area where the Singaporean plane incident occurred, Malmquist said. One of the things I noticed when flying over the Bay of Bengal is its warm tropical waters. Thunderstorms here don't manifest like in other places around the world, Malmquist commented. Most pilot training on recognizing thunderstorms is based on the type commonly seen in North America. However, thunderstorms in warmer oceanic regions manifest very differently. Therefore, pilot training and aircraft radar algorithms may not accurately identify and describe the presence of storms. Consequently, aircraft could very well fly near or directly into a storm without the pilots knowing, Malmquist added. An analysis by CNN Weather also suggests that the Singaporean plane may have encountered a rapidly developing thunderstorm in southern Myanmar. CNN Weather notes that tropical thunderstorms during this time of year can quickly form in the early afternoon as the ground heats up. And radars have difficulty detecting this initial phase.